afternoon. So over the weekend, that footage I just showed, it was really lovely. Yesterday morning was like 18 degrees or something. It was sunny. We had one of my daughter's friends' birthday party, so we were outside and it was gorgeous. And then we had a freezing cold storm, and it's been pouring with rain and about 10 degrees ever since. So that's a bit of a shame. And Harry is a little bit sick, so I've been trying not to be outside too much today. So I have been reading, a bit hard to see. Oh, upside down. Been reading The Vagabond. I'm really, really loving it. It's, I'm probably about halfway through, so it's in 3 parts. I'm probably halfway through part 2, which is the biggest section. And Renee, the main character, is trying to resist this rich guy who's into her. He saw her performing in her vaudeville act, and it's so well written. So she's going on and on about how she's super repelled by him and finds him really gross, but then she keeps inviting him over because they have a mutual friend. So she invites the mutual friend over as well as this guy, and she keeps, like, it's so clear that she's into him, but she doesn't want to admit it to herself. But the reasons are really complex. It's partly because I think she can't understand why anyone would be attracted to her. It doesn't explicitly say that, but that's sort of how I'm reading it, as well as she's traumatized by her previous marriage. And I think she also doesn't really understand her own desire, like her own sexual desire, because she was in this unhappy marriage where she slept with her husband a lot, but it was kind of routine, and he was also sleeping with heaps of other women. So she doesn't really know what she wants. She's never had to explore that before, so I feel like it's all sort of new territory for her. But the way it's written is just so endearing. It's very funny. So it's all in the first person, so it's this stream of consciousness kind of writing, and you can tell that she's a really unreliable narrator, the way she talks about how much she doesn't like this guy and he's so boring, and clearly she's obsessed with him but doesn't know how to be. And it's nice. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm really loving the way she describes her friendships with the other performers. I'm really loving it so far, and hopefully I'll be able to check in soon with... hopefully I'll finish it soon. There's not much more to go. When this little guy wakes up, I've got to do a bit more cleaning because the real estate agent is coming tomorrow to inspect the house. And yeah, then it'll be dinner time and bedtime for me too, not just bedtime for kids because I'm tired. But yeah, I'll check in soon. Pretty hard to see because there's like a giant house in the way, but it's a lovely, lovely morning. Could it even be one of my vlogs without a shot from the balcony? No. I really love these big Moreton Bay fig trees, but they attract a lot of bats in the summer, and it's really noisy when they eat the fruit. I also need to do some actual plant care. My succulents look good, but this aspidistra, I need to do some serious pruning. I think I need to repot it actually, and probably give it some fertilizer. It's been in this potting mix and soil for a long time, and some of it's carked it. And my little maidenhair fern probably needs to go back inside. It's really annoying because I had really good locations for all my plants indoor, like all my indoor plants, and then I had kids and they got basically demolished, so now they have to go all over the place, and it's really hard to find a good spot for them. So I have barely got any reading done this week. I think I've probably said that in every clip on this blog, but I did finish Colette. I keep calling it Colette. I mean The Vagabond, written by Colette. I finished that last night as part of Women in Translation Month, and it was really good. My thoughts on it really haven't changed. I did worry for a time that it was going to head in a direction that I thought would undermine some of the kind of feminist themes that had been driving the work thus far, but no, it ended really well. Really, really cool book, and I'll definitely be reading more of that author. I don't want to give the ending away, but it was so resonant with, the stuff that women struggle with today, choosing between what they perceive as freedom versus a relationship, and how entrenched sort of structural patriarchy works to constrain women in certain ways. Anyway, it was really good. I really recommend it. Hopefully I'm going to be getting to one more Women in Translation work this week. It depends if I have time, because I'm also trying to read through the Readings Prize shortlist before the winner is announced. I think it's announced at the end of October, I want to say. And so Simon, Jacqueline, Natalie and I are trying to buddy read the shortlist. And I've just started today A Superior Spectre by Angela Meyer, who is a local Melbourne author. And she's quite well known in the sort of Australian lit scene, but this is her debut novel. So she's written a lot of other stuff before, flash fiction, and she's also a publisher, and she was quite a high profile book reviewer for a while. So I'm enjoying Superior Spectre so far. I chatted about the plot in my Readings Prize shortlist sort of roundup video, so I'll post that down below, but I'll check in again as I make a bit more progress. I think I've only read like 20 or 30 pages, but in short, it's about a man. I think it's sort of set in the future, like a speculative future, and he accesses this technology which allows him to inhabit the mind of a woman from the past, a young woman from 1860s Scotland in the Highlands. Sorry, I'm a bit out of it today. I've just been to the dentist, which I actually quite like going to the dentist. I'm weird like that. I like looking after my teeth I'm quite particular about dental hygiene, so I always feel good about myself after the dentist. But it's just kind of a sunny day, and I don't have any children with me, so I'm a bit sort of dazed. In any case, this guy inhabits this woman's mind, and that's like as far as I've got. So I'll check in once I know more. And I feel like I have had nothing to say on this vlog this week because I haven't read anything. Nothing in my life has changed. I just go for walks along the creek every day, and if I go to a cafe, it's the same one. So any footage that I've taken is basically the same as the previous vlogs, and I don't want to be too repetitive. So hopefully I get a chance either this afternoon while my son naps or tonight in bed to do a bit more reading, and I'll be able to check in tomorrow before posting something. All right, I'll check in soon. Peace out.